that's just your life. And you're forced to fight for your life every day. That's just your life. I'm going to show you why animal laws need to be stricter. That's Trooper. She's a dog that was thrown into a trash can after being a bait dog, which means she was tied to a chain so that a fighting dog, which was probably a pit bull, could attack her. So she had nothing to help herself. She was helpless. And someone found her in a trash can and actually they saved her. So. This is Star. She was actually a stray dog that was found by fighters, and they used her as a bait dog also. And they let her get mauled by another dog that was a fighting dog. And when they were done with this dog, she was just another trash, so they threw her out. They shot her in the head 40 times, and they tied her legs together like this, and they tied her mouth together, and they buried her. But this dog actually found her way out of a hole and breathed so that someone could find her, a bystander, and they saved her, which is amazing, because she was buried. Oogie was also a bait dog, all of them were, and he was attacked by another dog. He got his ear and half of his skull bit off by another dog. He was saved also. You can go to the next dog fight. You can go to the center. There you go. Okay. There should be more punishment for the dog fighters because they're still getting away with everything they're doing. And this would save more dogs around the world, and it would actually save money for the pounds that animals are put in. Dog fighting actually brings out a lot of crime, gambling, and drug selling, so that would lessen the crime of that if the law was stricter. At the dog pound, there are a lot of aggressive pit bulls because they are trained to be aggressive and fight, and they are not adopted because of this. They're the top misunderstood breed in the world because of fighting, and that most of them have to be euthanized, which is 13,000 died in shelters in LA just in the past year. It's illegal in all 50 states, yet people still do it, so that's why it needs to be stricter. There were 100,000 reported dog fighting cases. That's only reported. Some of them were street fighters, and that's just in America. About 16,000 dogs die each year. That's bait dogs and the fighting dogs. 100,000 of them were reported missing, which could be house pets, or like Star and the other dogs that I showed you in Trooper that were bait dogs. Some people say that the dogs fighting love to fight and they get excited, but I don't understand why they say that because the dogs whine and they are being mauled. I don't know who would ever want to be mauled, and they yell, they shake in fear. That's why they're not excited. This is a big business. This is true. It is worth, one dog can be worth $100,000, and altogether it's a $500 million industry. This is all true, but it is illegal, and it could be murdered if it was a stricter law. This impacts communities because children that are about 12 years old and younger, I'd say, are attending these fights. There's a 12-year-old boy that was reported, and he had killed a dog by snapping its neck after he fought it. 12 years old, mind you. And this is a boy that raped a 7-year-old girl also. This is used for profit, and the profit that is used on gambling, drugs, and weapons, which is very bad for communities. And it gets children and other bystanders. They're exposed to the gang violence and other violence that is caused by this. The solution to this is that a dog should be a man's best friend, not a man's best prize profit. So they should not be used for money and to be attacked. They should be loved. And there should be a stricter law or more punishment for these people that are fighting dogs, and more rights for the animals. That's all I got for ya.
Okie doke. Well done, well done.
This goes on next, right?
But I have another video to show you.
Next.
Oh, you're not.
Goodness.
This is a video on Dr. Phil. He's got people that are, or there's a man on here that is a dog fighter. He's all the way to the right. And the men on the left actually save pit bulls for a living. Yeah, this is their congregation.
This dogfighting surveillance video was shot by the Houston District Attorney's Office in 2008. One of the leaders of the ring, Rob Rogers, was arrested and ended up serving 6 months in jail. You can't possibly think that's okay.
I've never done anything to an animal this cruel. Animal fighting has nothing to do with violence whatsoever. No different than ultimate fighting, boxing, football.
How many dogs have you killed?
Probably a couple of hundred.
I think dogfighting is despicable. I think it is sick. I think it is disgusting. In New York's war on animal abuse, some of the worst offenders are pursued by a group of tattooed, motorcycle-riding tough guys on a mission to save animals in danger. They call themselves Rescue Inc.
Rescue Inc. always wants to give everybody a second chance. You know, we're not angels. We never claim to be angels. We've all been through some pretty rough scrapes in life. Some of us almost lost our lives. And we've got second chances in life, so we want to make sure these animals and everybody else gets a second chance in life. The people who deserve it, you know what I mean?
You know why you enjoy it so much? You like the weekly.
Okay, yeah, like I like the weekly here, the other week.
You want to get time to go to that.
Here to help us find new homes for some needy friends, please welcome Harris Hilton.
Okay, they said in this video that he only served 6 months in jail. Are you kidding me? He killed over 100 dogs. That is just terrible. They need to have a more punishment for these people that are fighting animals, and a stricter law for these dogs.
Nicely done, dude. Nicely done.